welcome back to Happily Adventures After. We are here for another edition of the Hey Disney Top 10 of whatever it is in Disney. Whether it's Disney World, Disneyland, Disney Cruise Adventures by Disney, I don't know, so many options. But we are here and we are back for your Hey Disney Top 10 for this week's episode. Today we are diving into the spooky but not so spooky season because it is approaching, and we're approaching Halloween and everything that comes with it. So we are ready to talk about Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. Are you ready? Come on, let's dive in. As I sit here in my Sanderson Sisters sweater, okay? I have one off of Etsy. It's from Hocus Pocus. I'm drinking my Joffrey's Disney Daisy Duck Marvelous Maple. It's a fall flavor. Spoiler alert, it's really good. In my Mickey Pumpkin coffee mug. I'm so excited to count down to the Hey Disney Top 10 for this extra ticketed event known as Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, which runs what Disney calls Halloween season, which is August to Halloween in October. For those of you who don't know, Disney describes Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, which we will sometimes refer to as MNSSHP, longest acronym we could ever have seen there. Thank you, Disney. But it is back at the Magic Kingdom for select nights in 2024. The dates range from August 9th to October 31st, like I said, 2024. It's an exclusive, ticketed event that offers a unique experience with special characters, attraction enhancements, trick-or-treating spots, photo op, and themed food and drinks. You can also enjoy entertainment like Mickey's Boo-to-You Parade, the Hocus Pocus Villain Spelltacular stage show, and Disney's not-so-spooky spectacular fireworks. As we get some background information, this is all from the Walt Disney World website. I want to let you know that party tickets allow you entry after regular park hours. So the party kicks off with this separate ticketed event for you to join the fun around 7 p.m. However, those 5 hours of party time, because it ranges from 7 p.m. to midnight, you can actually enter the Magic Kingdom Park as early as 4 p.m. on the party day. The Magic Kingdom closes at 6 p.m. for those who do not have a special event ticket. So that means you won't get to see Happily Ever After that night. I'm sorry to let you know. It's very sad. However, the dwindling out of people who are day guests from the Magic Kingdom kind of helps you with this party to have that exclusive access to the Magic Kingdom. You can arrive as early as 4 p.m. on park party days. And if you do so and arrive between the hours of 4 and 6 p.m., all you need is your ticket. But you can enter on a special entry for that day. As a reminder, you don't need a day ticket if you're arriving between 4 and 6 p.m. on your Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party day, and you also don't need a park reservation. So those of us with annual passes still have to make those reservations on some days. We don't need that. So just letting you know. To transition between the regular park hours and the party, Disney closes, as I said, for day guests at 6 p.m., which kind of allows cast members to clear out the day guests and bring in the special ticketed event guests. Now, you're like, how do they know? How do they know if you're a party guest? That's my horrible singing. I apologize. And it is because you are given a wristband. So there's a variety of ways you can get a wristband that shows that you are an exclusive Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party ticketed guest. So the first is when you enter the main gates, the main turnstiles basically, where you do the touch point with your magic band. They will have a special entrance, which is usually to the right-hand side when you're walking into the Magic Kingdom. The one as you lead to the Contemporary, coming off the monorail, if that gives anybody a depiction. That is usually designated for the special after hours or hard ticket event. Now, you will get a wristband as you go through because they kind of have it sectioned off, and that shows that you're there for the party night. The wristband colors change every night so that you can't use your wristband and come back. If you are a day guest in the Magic Kingdom, and I have done this before, you need to go to the wristband distribution areas. So this can also be if you are a day guest with a park hopper or an annual pass and you've come into the park beforehand. Here's a little tip for you. If you are a day guest with an annual pass or a park hopper, I highly suggest using the not Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party entrances, going in for the regular day guests if you can, then going to a wristband distribution area within Magic Kingdom because the line is a lot shorter. Again, this is if you can. I want you to check out your party map to see where you can pick up these wristbands. It's usually, as I said, at the front of the park when you're first entrance for the special ticket event, usually by PhilharMagic, by Pirates of the Caribbean, and the Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor. Once you have that Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party wristband, you'll also receive a trick-or-treat bag. Now, you have to keep your wristband on you at all times because cast members will be checking to see if you have it on for the duration of the night. You don't have to keep your trick-or-treat bag. You can also bring your own. Okay, I just want to let you know that something really cool this year has happened. That in 2024, there are actually unique characters along the event-only pathway where you also get treats in your trick-or-treat bag. So that's something really cool. And even if you are a day guest, I highly suggest you get your wristband, do what you have to do, then come back into that area. Then you can be able to go through the trick-or-treat section and get some candy as well as see those unique characters. Additionally, as another reminder, I said you can bring you will get a trick-or-treat bag. I highly suggest you bring your own. The Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party trick-or-treat bags are pretty small, so if you're there to stock up on candy, most certainly bring an additional bag or bring your own trick-or-treat bag. I'm not talking a garbage bag, but something big enough to store the amount of candy you would like to have. All right, so as another reminder with Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party and any other additional hard-ticketed, extra-ticketed event, lightning lanes do not work during party hours. They only will work from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. on the day of your Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party ticket if you have purchased it. Now, I highly suggest not purchasing Lightning Lane if you're only going for the party because then you're not going to get as much out of Lightning Lane. However, if you did want to purchase it, you can then stack, you can't really stack Lightning Lanes anymore with MultiPass, but you can stack your Lightning Lanes to be going on between 4 and 6 p.m. And in doing so, you'll be able to get on the rides, but the additional benefit of it is that the ride photos come with Lightning Lanes. Now, so if that's something you're looking for, it will happen for the duration of that, whether it's the 3 rides you ride with Lightning Lane or not. I just wanted to let you know that again, Lightning Lane does not work during party hours. It can be considered a waste of money if you are only looking to do maybe 3 attractions and not getting the most out of it. However, that is up to you and your discretion. To each your own. I used to really like when FastPass worked. The original, I think it was FastPass Plus, not the paper FastPass, because I could stack my FastPasses to be 4 to 5, 4:30 to 5:30, and 5:30 to 6, for instance, and do them all within the same areas. And I would choose things that were not exclusive to the party that we'll talk about. But again, as a reminder, lightning lanes do not work during party hours. You do not need lightning lanes. There are that minimal people. So be sure to make the right decision for you and your family on whether or not you want to use lightning lane. After you get your wristband and you've gotten your trick-or-treat bag filled, you've seen some exclusive characters, it's past 6 p.m. moving to 7 p.m. when that party starts. It's time for the Halloween fun to begin. It's time for the spooky season, but not so spooky and not so scary, at Disney's Magic Kingdom to take over. So with that, now that you know a little bit more about the event and what Disney describes the event as, I want to let you in on our Happily Adventures After Hey Disney Top 10 from Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. In no particular order, let's boo this. First up on our Hey Disney Top 10 from Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, we've chosen the unique characters and character costumes. One of my favorite parts of attending the party is the chance to meet characters, especially since many of them are dressed in rare or special themed outfits. There are over 20 characters scattered throughout the park during the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party event, so it's a super fun experience. Well, the official party map will show where all the meet and greet locations are. It doesn't tell you which character will be in which outfit, which is pretty fun. One of the favorites at Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party I have heard this year is a rival between the main characters, so like Mickey Mouse or Minnie Mouse or even the Winnie the Pooh characters. In the Halloween costumes, I always like the 100 Acre Wood Friends in their Halloween costumes. It's really cute. As well as the very unique characters such as Jack Skellington and Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas or Elvis Stitch. Both of those only come out during party events. I also really like, just because I know we see Mirabelle a lot, however we don't see Bruno a ton. So it's really fun to see Mirabelle and Bruno from Encanto at this party. Another one of my favorite characters that come out is Max Goof's Powerline Max. Now, Powerline and this all, I think I've said this a few times, really do share a special place in my heart. It's our Florida time. It's fun. I really like that. However, I think those bring a really unique and wonderful element to the Halloween party, and is one of the great reasons to go. The uniqueness of the characters do bring out some wait times to their finest, so just as a reminder that some of these unique characters or characters in unique costumes can get wait times over an hour. It is always highly recommended that you get in line for a character you want to meet right at 6 p.m. when the park closes to day guests, because the lines will take some time, and that way you're not wasting too much of your party ticket or your party time that starts at 7 p.m. Again, I think the unique characters and the characters in their unique costumes bring about some really, really fun atmosphere and gives it something special, and that's why I had to make our list. Number 2, but in no particular order, on this list is the Out and About Hitchhiking Ghost. So new to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party this year, 2024, I am beyond excited of the addition of Mickey's Not So Scary's Hitchhiking Ghosts. So these unique characters never come out, but the Hitchhiking Ghosts have stepped out of their iconic home in the Haunted Mansion to be a part of the park. As a longtime fan of the Hitchhiking Ghosts, I have to say it's really neat to see these 3 spooky characters wandering around above Frontierland. Kind of, you've seen the pictures, I'm not sure if you have, but I have, of them standing kind of looking over Frontierland. It's really cool and really basically a dream come true to see these characters out and about. I really do love when Disney brings lesser known characters. Now the Hitchhiking Ghosts are very well known to anybody who knows Haunted Mansion. However, they're not Mickey or Minnie or Donald and Daisy. And so it's really cool to see these legendary characters be brought to life out and about, just exclusive for the party. It also adds a whole new level of magic to the event. Well, yes, I might be eating on some of my Halloween candy and bam, the Hitchhiking Ghost is right there. And it really gets you in the Disney Halloween spirit. I really look forward to seeing them in their new setting out this year at Mickey's Not So Scary, as it's a perfect fit for a ghoulish event. And that is why I had to make our list. All right, next, so third, we're going to speak about Mickey's Boo to You Halloween Parade. Mickey's Boo to You and You Halloween Parade is hands down one of my favorites at Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, and probably one of my favorite parades ever. This Halloween themed parade is full of spooky, fun, and magic. Presented twice each night during the party, it's a real treat to see all these Disney characters dressed up in their Halloween best, along with some amazing floats that represent each part of the Halloween spirit here to celebrate the season. I really do love that the Headless Horseman kicks off the parade with a haunting ride to make it very unique and very thrilling part of this event. It's something that I look forward to every year, as you never ever see the Headless Horseman out other than this parade. I'll be honest, I make it a tradition to watch Mickey's Boo to You parade during spooky season from home. If I'm not in the parks during spooky season, or if I'm just hanging around at home, I definitely have this on, and even when it's not Halloween season, I will definitely watch it. The Boo to You music is very catchy and sets the perfect vibe for Halloween. I also sing this all the time. There's something most certainly special about the parade's charm, creativity, and the way it brings the Halloween magic to life in a very Disney way, and it's a must-watch for me every year. I really do love this unique Disney experience, and it is truly special. I have to say it will make the top 10 also because of the incredible performance aspect. As a former competitive dancer, a dance teacher, choreographer, and a performer, I'm all about showmanship, and this parade really does nail it. The choreography, the timing, the way each float with the characters come together create a seamless Halloween celebration that is done so well. It has very infectious energy, and as I said, the song, the boo to you and you and you music just keeps the magic alive from start to finish. The performers are always excellent in the parade, and you can really feel the effort that goes into the creativity, the choreography, and every part of it in that moment. The performance is true to keep you captivated the entire time, most certainly making it a standout for me, and that's why I had to make this list. Next up on our list is short wait times or attraction lines. One of the things that I love about any extra ticketed event, including Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, is that the wait times are incredibly short. Since Disney only sells a limited number of tickets for the event, which I believe I've read or heard, please correct me if I'm wrong, is 30% of Magic Kingdom's capacity. So the park is really open. You really enjoy the space with less people in it, which is wonderful. It's also, as a side note, it's at night, so in the Florida heat, it's not as hot, which is, again, excellent. It's such a special experience to be able to walk up and down Main Street and onto some of the top e-ticket attractions like Space Mountain, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, or Peter Pan's Flight, all with minimal wait or minimal crowds. I, at these parties, have had the chance to ride multiple rides multiple times in a row with barely any wait, something that you don't often do during regular day tickets. I remember one time, I think it was in 2018, we went to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, and we got off Space Mountain, we walked to the entrance, and walked right back on. Yes, the wait time was literally just us walking. There was that little people, so we had a really fun time being able to do that. And so just the ability to go on these iconic rides without long lines, without somebody right there on you, and to be able to see all the beauty of the decorations for spooky season at Magic Kingdom without, again, feeling that crowd is a really great magical and exclusive experience that I will always cherish for this party. Coming in at number, no particular order, 5 is the Halloween overlay on the attractions. So in 2024, Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party is expected to bring back 3 exciting attraction overlays, adding an extra layer of spooky fun to your night. These rides will be open, like I said, from party open, which is 7 p.m., even though you can get in at 4 p.m., until 12 a.m., giving you plenty of time to experience that attraction. The first one I'm going to talk about is Space Mountain, which transforms to Deep Space Mountain, which is an overlay that is pretty simple but very thrilling. They actually turn off most of the ride's lights, leaving you zooming and through complete darkness, and you just hear the zoom, zoom, and you see all the space around you. And usually this soundtrack is actually swapped out for a very intense alternative one. It's really great that the ride isn't 100% pitch black, because I do remember one year that was actually pitch black, but it's definitely darker than usual, making that experience very exciting. Another Halloween overlay is the Mad Tea Party, which gets a nice little Halloween twist with a new lighting effect and spooky music. It's not the biggest overlay over the night, but it most certainly is fun to see the ride dressed up as Halloween. Plus, with the short wait time, you can ride it over and over, and it's worth a spin. Lastly is Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor, which gets a little bit more fun. Can you say that? Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor is pretty fun. During the party, it becomes a trick-or-treat spot, but inside, you'll find monster comedians doing special Halloween-themed stand-up. So it's like the regular attraction, but with a spooky comedic twist as you walk through for a few laughs and a lot of Halloween candy. I have to say, I love these. I think they're fun. It's a great addition to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party because they just add a unique and festive twist on some of the favorite attractions. There's something incredibly special to ride these beloved attractions with the Halloween touch because it feels like you are among some of the finest who are able to experience it. It gets a whole new experience on these attractions. Space Mountain, I remember they did Hyperspace Mountain too a while ago, and it gives you a whole new feeling while you're in the park on a beloved iconic attraction without having to leave the park. So as a side note, here's a side note. Remember we were talking about either using your lightning lanes before if you purchased it or riding some attractions when you get in at 4 p.m. If you wanted to see the contrast, I would highly suggest riding these 3 attractions. So Space Mountain, this year is Space Mountain, Mad Tea Party, and Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor before 7 p.m. because they immediately flip over at 7 p.m. You can then compare and contrast the attractions, which is really, really cool. So you can see the original experience and the new Halloween experience. I love the overlays just because of the enhancement for the Halloween spirit, and they really do make the ride feel special and a really great way to celebrate the holiday, and only the way Disney can. Those little touches of Halloween magic really make the party unforgettable and keep me coming back for more. Next up on our list is families dressed up in costumes. I absolutely love seeing the families dressed up in various costumes at Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. It truly is a joy to witness the creativity and effort that families put into their costumes. So Disney's Halloween parties are one of the rare times that allow guests over the age of 13 to dress up. So as long as it fits in the Disney rules, be sure to check those out on the Disney World website before. And it's amazing to see all of the families get into the Halloween spirit. My family and I have not dressed up before. We've done matching shirts, we've done Halloween shirts, other little not costumey, but kind of spooky season attire. So thinking black, orange, purple, those kind of colors. But I think one day soon we should do a matching costume. I don't know what to do, but I think we should do one. For me, I think it's really special to watch families in Halloween costumes because it really showcases the imagination and the creativity they have. Whether it's coordinating Halloween costumes and colors to creative themes, it really is interesting to watch some of the Disney favorite characters come to life. I have to admit, I have seen some really good costumes. Some of them are spectacular like never before. It's really fun and it adds an extra layer of magic into your night. And it's not just about the costume itself, but it enhances the overall experience, seeing everybody decked to the nines with the joy and pride on their faces to show off their hard teamwork. It also brings a lovely sense of community and fun to the party, making it even more memorable. It's one of my favorite parts of the event, is celebrating Halloween with so much imagination and enthusiasm among families, all sharing that little bit of Disney magic. Next up is the Trick or Treat Trails. One of my absolute favorite parts of Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party is the Trick or Treat Trails. There are dozens of Trick or Treat trails scattered throughout the park, and cast members also sometimes surprise guests with treats scattered. They'll be at an attraction or just there and be like, hey, do you want some treats? And you're like, of course. Trick-or-treating runs while the party is on, so from 7 p.m. to 12 a.m., not during that 4 to 6 p.m. that you can get into the park. And there's plenty of time to fill those bags with goodies. Most of the trick-or-treat locations hand out classic Mars and Wrigley products. So a lot of chocolate, a lot of Skittles, a lot of Starburst, those kind of treats. I do appreciate that Disney puts in the effort to ensure everyone can enjoy the fun, regardless of dietary restrictions. For those of us with allergies or any dietary preferences, such as vegetarian or vegan, you can also receive a blue token at the trick-or-treat station. You just have to inform the cast members that you have dietary restrictions. Then you take these tokens to, they might not be blue just in the future, just as a side note, they might be white or something like that. But as for the dietary restriction or allergy-friendly token, you take it and you go to the allergy-friendly center, which is located at the front of the park and in Liberty Square. Then they provide amazing and wonderful options so that everybody can have trick-or-treating treats that fit their dietary restrictions, because they will let you pick out what you can or cannot have, and they'll go through all the ingredients with you just to make sure that you or whoever needs this can again participate in the fun. While some might see trick-or-treating as an extra fun, some might see it as a nuisance, I actually think it's a highlight of the evening. It's a really great way to immerse yourself in the Halloween spirit. It's also a great way to come home with a stash of candy. I highly recommend going to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party if you're going for the treats and only the treats at the beginning of your trip. So let's say your trip goes from Saturday to Saturday, find a Halloween party that runs on a Sunday night. That way you can have the entire week to eat all of the treats and not have to come home with a crazy amount of stash. Also, as a side note, they give away less candy in the beginning of a park and more at the end. So if you're again into the candy, wait till 11 o'clock, because then they start shoveling it in your bags. So if you want more, there's just a tip. I remember one time my youngest cousin, she's not really a kid anymore, but she was pretty young then. My mom and I went trick-or-treating at Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. By the time we got back to our where we like to stay, which is the Luxury Villas at Reunion Resort, my mom somehow managed to eat a bag and a half of candy by the morning. We had a picture of it before we went to bed and a picture of it after. They are very different in size, but these memories are really sweet. No pun intended on that one. I did not set that up. That was a good one on my part. And they really make that trick-or-treating experience such a cherished part of the Halloween celebrations at Disney. And I think that might be why I really enjoy the trick-or-treat trails. So of course, again, these had to make our list. Next, we're going to talk about the Hocus Pocus Villain Spelltacular. I say this a lot, but one of my favorite parts of Vicky's Not So Scary Halloween Party is the Hocus Pocus Villain Spelltacular. As a huge fan of the Hocus Pocus franchise, because I'm a big admirer of Kenny Ortega's work, I'm also thrilled to see the Sanderson sisters take center stage. The performance is a true highlight for me. Not only because of these iconic and beloved characters, but due to the fantastic showmanship and performance and dancing involved. The Hocus Pocus Villain Spelltacular is a spellbinding stage show that brings together some of Disney's beloved villains. The Sanderson sisters, with their mischievous charm, lead the show in a captivating plot that's full of magic, music, and spectacular choreography. I know I talked about this earlier with Boo to You, but as somebody who values performance, dance, acting, and all of the art, the performing arts, I truly do love the effort and the artistry that goes into this production. The dancing is very energetic and it's well executed, and it adds a dynamic flair to the already enchanting storyline. Now, seeing these Sanderson sisters and the Hocus Pocus characters on stage with such creativity makes it most certainly a standout. The attention to detail and high energy of performance makes it a must-do, and it's a big reason why it earned a spot on the top 10 here. It perfectly combines my love from some classic, beloved characters with unforgettable performance value, and of course, Hocus Pocus. It is most certainly a Halloween favorite. Second to last on our top 10 is the Disney's Not So Spooky Spectacular. A standout for the evening is Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party exclusive Not So Spooky Spectacular. This wickedly wild fireworks show is hosted by none other than Jack Skellington, who makes his grand appearance in an immersive, larger-than-life puppet. The spectacular brings together some of your favorite character and combines it with a spooky Halloween twist. The fireworks display itself is absolutely stunning, and while I truly do love Happily Ever After, we all know my love for it by this point. The Halloween fireworks spectacular really is neat, and it's a great fireworks show that I genuinely appreciate the uniqueness of the Halloween charm with this extravaganza. The creativity and the performance aspect of this Not So Spooky Spectacular is top notch, making it a thrilling, so to speak, addition to the Halloween festivities. It blends enchanting fireworks with some eerie music, and Jack Skellington's charisma and charm make his stage presence really known as a highlight of the party. It's a very well done Halloween twist on a classic fireworks experience, so it really does add an overall magic to the event. Last, but in no particular order, on our top 10 is the atmosphere with decorations. The atmosphere at Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party is top notch. It's absolutely magical, with the Magic Kingdom transformed into a Halloween wonderland that's both Disney-filled and family-friendly. The park is adorned with delightful Halloween decorations that set the perfect tone for the festivities. Even before the party officially begins, even day guests can see the seasonal decor as the Halloween theming starts to appear, like I said, because Disney does Halloween in early August. I'm not complaining. I love the pumpkins, especially the fall pumpkins. Throughout the day, visitors get to experience the full-blown fall-inspired decorations, like I said, that mix those autumn hues with a Disney flair. Again, Mickey Pumpkin, I'm speaking to you. It all just transforms a cheerful touch to the surroundings and makes it very, very well done for fall theming, that warm and inviting atmosphere, but brings in the Halloween all without being too spooky. Now I'm going to pair this decoration with the fall festivities that come with Joffrey's Coffee and Starbucks, because they bring out the fall drinks. Like I said, I'm drinking that Daisy Duck Halloween blend, or fall blend, sorry, from Joffrey's, and it is so good. And so you couple that, or for those of us who like pumpkin spice lattes or any treats along those lines, Drinking that while seeing all of the fall ambiance is amazing. It perfectly blends the festive charm while delighting us at Mickey's Not So Scary for a not spooky, but very nice standout, and is of course a great pick to round out the Hey Disney Top 10 for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. Okay, you know I can't get out of here without some honorable mentions. So, in no particular order, we're adding 3 honorable mentions to our list. The first honorable mention is PhotoPass and Magic Shots. So as a bonus to my top 10 here for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, I have to mention how much I do adore the PhotoPass services at this event. Not only are PhotoPass photographers stationed around the park, but many of them offer magic shots that are exclusive to the party. It's a very fun way to capture the spooky magic of the night with surprise elements of ghost figures that pop into your photo or Halloween-themed animation in your photos. It's a very unique shot that takes the experience to another level and giving you that special memory to take home and treasure forever. Plus, it's a really big bonus to have some professional photos capturing the magic and your fun and wonderful Halloween costumes and the atmosphere of the party. So we have, like I said, I went to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party with my mom and my youngest cousin quite a few years back, and we were actually able to get one of these magic shots. They've come a long way since we had this done, but we have a special Halloween frame. I'm going to be honest, we look like we are soaked in water. It was so humid and so hot, but we have that photo framed somewhere. And I really do love it because it shows just the fun we had and it gives that Halloween memory. Now, my annual pass includes PhotoPass, so I'm always sure to take a part in this. But if not, you can always purchase, like we purchased that picture that I was just discussing at an additional cost because we didn't have PhotoPass on our passes back then. You always can go to the main street and get this purchased for you. It's a really fun, and I think you should do it while you're in there at least once to have a great capturing of that memory with the spooky season and the spooky decor. Next up, we're going to talk about something very exciting, and this is Tron and Tiana's Bayou Adventure are on standby. So, as the day I'm recording this, Tron actually today stopped being a virtual queue. So that kind of throws a wrench into this bonus, but as a bonus, Tron Light Cycle Run and Tiana's Bayou Adventure are on standby. And so one of the reasons I'm very excited to include this for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party Top 10 here on Hey Disney Top 10 is that you don't have to ride it with a virtual queue. I think this is awesome, and it's an extra perk of the extra ticket event and adds that bonus layer of needing to go. So as we know, I'm going to discuss this, not kidding, I wrote this before Tron was announced to being a standby queue as of today. But Tron Light Cycle Run and Tiana's Bayou Adventure are accessible through virtual queues or paid Lightning Lane option, whether they be multi-pass or single pass. Tron is now standby, but work with me here. During Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, both attractions are on standby without any additional fees. These are especially exciting because it means you can enjoy all the popular rides without needing that virtual queue for Tiana's or Lightning Lane cost, whether you're doing single pass or multi-pass. I also think it's wonderful because then you can ride Tron Light Cycle Run and Tiana's Bayou Adventure both on standby as many times as you want with low wait times. Seeing that Tron Light Cycle Run did move today to a standby at the Magic Kingdom, so no need for that virtual queue, you know it's racking up those wait times. You know, I should have looked at my Disney experience today while I'm filming this, just for that reason. But you know it's going to be a longer wait time. I remember, now this is Christmas, but we went to Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party last year, and they were doing the virtual queue while you were in the party. So you had to do virtual queue. My mom and I rode this twice last year. We rode Tron twice. We did a Lightning Lane and a virtual queue for the 6 p.m. exclusive party, and that's what they were doing last year. However, when we got to our virtual queue, we literally walked on. So I'm hoping that this year, Tron Light Cycle Run will be one and the same, where you just walk on and into the attraction. Tiana's Bayou Adventure might be a little bit different because it is so new, so you might be not walking right on. There might be like a 20-minute wait, but it is still a wonderful opportunity during this party to have it on standby and not have to either get a virtual queue or purchase it on a lightning lane. So of course that had to make a part of our honorable mention list. And ooh, you can see, I just can't wait. I think this is going to be a really great addition. So like I said, it's going to make our honorable mentions for sure. Okay, our last honorable mention is the variety of dance parties. As a last bonus honorable mention, Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party features 2 awesome dance parties that run throughout the entire event. And I am all about that. As someone, I've said this so many times, I love dance, I love music, I love just dance parties in general. It makes the nights feel so much more fun. Plus, most of these, I think you've heard this like a broken record at my points. I love that they play classic Disney Channel hits. And let's be real, this is my time to shine. Nothing beats dancing along to these nostalgic tunes while you're in the party. So first up, I'm going to talk quickly about the Descend Dance Party, which takes place at Rocket Tower Plaza stage in Tomorrowland. This dance party celebrates the Descendants franchise, so if you're a fan of the movies, you're going to love it. The DJ has some great tracks from Descendants that are pretty simple, but they have really cool lighting effects too, and sometimes even a character or two will join in. The DJ keeps the party going from 7 p.m. till 12 a.m. and the performers will pop in and out, but it's super cool to have this all throughout the night and you can just make your way around the park and twirl it and you're hearing all the fun Descendants songs. I'm a little too old to have gotten into the Descendants franchise, like it wasn't my Disney Channel time. I have to admit, Kenny Ortega did it again with his music. Okay, I think we should just rename this Mickey's Not So Scary, from Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party to London's Love of Dance and Kenny Ortega and dance parties at this point, because I think I've mentioned Kenny Ortega and dancing and Disney Channel way too many times. So yes, most certainly check these out. There is also the Disney Junior Jam, which is inside Cosmic Ray's Starlight Cafe. This is perfect for the little ones or anybody who knows the songs or little at heart because stars like Vampirina, Timon, Fancy Nancy, and Doc McStuffins head in to get that party started. The music and the dancing here runs from the same hours, so 7 p.m. to 12 a.m. and it's a really cute, energetic spot to stop in for a break. Maybe you're going to get some food at Cosmic Ray's and you kind of just want to participate in it. It's really fun. Again, I say I love these because I love that they're bringing back those Disney Channel hits that have so many memories and the Halloween excitement that are part of it. It's really fun to just enjoy a dance party. Again, side story, when I was at Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party last year, I found the dance party in Tomorrowland. Well, I had my Joffrey's coffee and it was late. I needed some coffee. And they just kept playing either Cheetah Girls or High School Musical or any of the people that were from it, so their songs. Don't know if you all remember when they pumped out all of that incredible music for us, whether they were from High School Musical or Cheetah Girls. They also played theme songs. There was Phineas and Ferb. It was Christmas. They had like the Disney Channel Christmas album that had the Jonas Brothers on it. It was really fun and I love it. And I stayed there, I think, for an hour. Like just enjoying coffee and treats and stuff. It was really fun. So the dance parties really do make it, and that is why they had to be an honorable mention. As we have come to an end of our Hey Disney Top 10 countdown for this week's episode of Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, it is absolutely clear that the magic of Disney continues to enhance and surprise us in new delightful Halloween ways. This party is packed with thrilling experiences, from exclusive attraction overlays to festive enhancements to wonderful stage shows and a vibrant Halloween decor to just top off the night. Each element brings a new layer of excitement and wonder to enhance the celebration. We here at Happily Adventures After are thrilled to share our top picks and personal favorites of the party, including these, like I said, those Halloween overlays, the fact, hey, in our bonuses we talked about standby for very popular virtual queue rides. Even the Hitchhiking Ghosts are showing up. These are all highlights of Mickey's Not So Scary, and it makes it a must-do of the season. Here at Happily Adventures After, we are so excited to dive into the spooky spectacular and share our thoughts with you. But we also want to hear from you. What are you most looking forward to the Halloween party, either this year, or what have you looked forward to when you go? Do you have any favorite memories, moments, any special tips to share with us? Come join in the conversation on our blog post that corresponds with this, as well as this YouTube podcast to keep the Halloween magic alive. Your enthusiasm and your insights add in an extra layer of magic. And it makes this community so much more special. We can't wait to explore these magical moments with you on our additional Hey Disney Top 10 that are coming up within a few episodes. I think we're going to get into Christmas soon, seeing as November 1st is the official Christmas kickoff in my house. So must certainly come back and join us. Give us some reviews. Give us all of your love. And we look forward to seeing you right back here on Hey Disney Top 10 for Happily Adventures After. With that, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Enjoy a great and blessed day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.